Hey, this is Tim, Southwest Ohio Bees. We're doing a continuation of actually 2 videos we're going to shoot today. We started them both last week. We're going to finish them up today, the conclusion. The first one is the Clyde here. We started that last week. I wanted to get in there, check the honey super, see how it was doing, and we were met with a bit of a surprise. Let's take a look at that and see where we are. As you can see, we've got a little bit of addition to our apiary this week. The storm came in and we have a nice 70-foot black walnut tree in the apiary. We will have to lumber that out of here. I understand it's worth a pretty penny, so it has to be lumbered properly, I guess, so I can't just chop it up. Who knew? Anyway, so we will be looking at the Clyde here, and let's get started with that. Okay. I'm gonna walk around the other side there. Get away from the entrance. Hive tool before we get started. Okay, take a look at this honey super. See what we got going here. And we have brood up here. There's honey on that side, nectar. You can see the nectar here, but on this side we have brood. Somehow that queen has gotten through. You can see the metal queen excluder here. I am not sure how the queen got up here, or a queen. So now we have got to look for a queen. So not only are we looking for honey up here, we have got to look for a queen now. That's something you don't normally have to do unless you don't use excluders. Now I'm having to look for queen as well. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start pulling these frames. I'm going to put them in my tote here, just in case I miss a queen. She'll be safe in there. Okay. Haven't done much with that frame. There's a lot of bees up here working, and they're starting to put a little wax on that one, starting to build comb. I say they're just started. Draw that one out. This one's got, look at all that brood. Again, you're not supposed to be laying brood up here. How did that queen get into my super? And this queen is not marked in this particular hive. I don't know if you recall, but in this hive here, when I deployed it, she fell out of the cage. Actually, I thought I lost her until I watched the review on video. She kind of snuck in here, and she has been very prolific, laid really well. Okay, in the bottom of the box here, we have lots and lots of brood. What we're also seeing is swarm cells. You can see there is, that one looks to be charged here. They're working on there, and there are multiple swarm cells in this box. So I am going to have to make a split. I don't have the equipment out here in the yard at the moment, so I'm going to have to put this box back together and come back out. There is a lot of bees in this box. I have not found the queen. I found a lot of evidence that she's around. She seems to be in this upper box somewhere, but I have not found her in the super. There's a lot of fresh larvae up there. And the larvae in this bottom box doesn't look too old either. But they are definitely... Okay, that's some honey on this frame here. That's all nectar here. Frame of nectar. See it shine. Okay, I'm going to put this back together for now. And I'm going to see if I can't rustle up. I've got a nuke box. See if I can't find enough frames to make a split here later today or first thing tomorrow, or these girls are going to be gone. There's just way too many of them. Okay, we're at Bonnie and Clyde here again, and again Clyde is the subject as we continue this video. I'm going to pull the honey supers off of here. The first part of this video, we discovered eggs in the super here. What I've done since is I have found the queen. We didn't catch that on video because it was after we had a lot of trouble finding the queen, but we did finally find the queen, and I moved her over to a nuke. I moved her over to a nuke, a 5-frame nuke. I'm going to be moving that to a 10-frame box here in just a moment. But I do want to look in here one more time to make sure there's not another queen, because like I said, I don't have a reason that queen got through this excluder. So I want to make sure absolutely there's not another queen in here. A virgin queen didn't fly back and get in here. Or another mated queen or something weird happening. So I just want to make sure there's not another queen in here, and see that they're making queen cells in here since I've taken away the primary queen. So we're just doing a checkup on that, and then we'll take, like I say, the queen I took away from here and put her in a 10-frame box. A lot of you will use racks, and that's what I normally use, as a rack. The last few weeks I have gotten used to using this tub, especially for this circumstance. You don't know whether there's a queen or not in where I'm doing here. So I love using the tub here. I can set these frames here, and I don't have to worry about losing a queen or any bees. They're all nice and safe in here, rather than setting frames on the ground or hanging out here, because I want to pull all these frames looking for a queen here. and that tub will keep them nice and safe. And they are still bringing in nectar. I don't know if you can see that shine. See that shine in that light? That is fresh nectar. So the flow is still ongoing here. Same with the other side. The tote we're using here today is the Hive Butler. As you may already know, I use the Hive Butler for everything. Love those guys. And they are filling this out beautifully. This had brood in it last week. They have hatched already in that frame, and they have backfilled it with honey, which is fantastic. It's exactly what they should be doing. If you have a super that has brood in it, don't worry about it. As long as they have a room for the for it to escape, to fly out, an opening of some type, they will then backfill it with honey, as long as you've removed the queen. And I believe I have now done that. I believe there is only one queen. She must have got through that excluder, up through there, and back again, because I found her in the lower box. So I had at least 3 frames here with brood, and they are loading this thing down with nectar now. This is all fresh. This is all fresh nectar on these. The honey super is just what they're supposed to be doing. See it glistening. Okay, got to put it back together. They have backfilled all honey in here now, which is great. The brood has emerged. They have backfilled with honey just the way they should. And we do have queen cells down below the way we should. So they will be making a new queen. Meanwhile, they're making tons of honey right up here. So we will let Clyde go for a couple weeks. We'll be extracting honey here probably early July. So another week or two, probably a couple weeks, I'll leave it. Tons of clover out here. So let's go over to the other box here where we moved the queen and move her into a 10 frame box. Okay, the queen from Clyde is here in this nuke box, 5 frame nuke box, and we're going to be moving it right next door to this 10 framer here. Give her room. She's wanting to expand already, so we're going to move. And I've got the one-piece acorns. I'm going to try these out for the first time. I normally use wooden frame, wooden with foundation. But we will try these acorns out and see how they work. Again, that's new for me. So let's get these bees moved here. Okay. They look like they've been busy in here. Pull these frames out gently. Don't want to roll a queen. They were already working these frames. That was a new frame. Spin that around. this over top of the new box. Okay, let's see what we have here. A lot of nectar, pollen on that frame. And it looks like everything has emerged. This is not a good sign, because Queen was moved in here and I don't see any sign of her laying. This is not good. Keep looking here. Okay, now we have some brood. This is probably brood left over from the move. Both sides there. Kind of like to see the queen to make sure she's still okay. There she is. Right there's the queen. You see her crawling around there. So she's still viable and in here. And let me try to find her one more time and get her marked. She needs to be, might as well try to get her marked here. Let me dig her out one more time. I always like to try to mark my queens if I can. Good a time as any. Okay, let's get the marker. We're shaking it up. Let's dab it a little bit. And again, it is too runny. Way too runny. Let's get some of that off of there. It's been warm outside. Okay, that's good. Now we've got the queen in here. You see her in here. So we move that up top. Try to get her pinned just right. Get her nice dot. See that dot? She's got a nice yellow dot for this year. She's a 2022 queen, and we will give that a couple minutes to dry. We'll set that here in the shade. Give that a couple minutes to dry, or they will lick it right off if it's still wet. Okay, now that we've got the queen well marked, she is trying to get out of there. So we are going to release her here. Let's just release her right on top of these frames. Let her, there she comes. Oops, pinched her leg. I think she's fine. There she is. She crawled down there, so she is fine. Got another bee stuck in here. Okay, let's close this puppy up and let these bees do their thing. Okay, the last thing I want to do with this is I want to put an entrance reducer. This is a small hive. She's just restarting out again. So I want to put a entrance reducer on her. Should have stuck this in before. So I just want to put a small entrance reducer on there to make sure they're safe in there. They can guard, there's plenty of bees to guard that one small entrance. Move the nuke box here and slide this over to where the nuke box was. And that's all to it. This queen has been split from the original hive, and I'm sure she will expand just fine over here. Okay, well, we've completed the Clyde there. As you've seen, they're now laying honey in the super the way they're supposed to. They're queenless, but that's okay. They appear to be making a queen down below in the brood chamber, so everything seems fine there. The new queen has been moved to a 10-frame hive. She seems to be doing well. We have marked her, so I expect good things from her. She did fantastic in the other hive. I expect her to continue over there. She's already laying, so I expect her to do fantastic over there. Gave her some new acorn frames to help her out there. We'll see how she does. So that's it with Clyde. Very interesting. Again, I don't know how she got up through that excluder and back down again. She was laying above and below the excluder, so that's still interesting. But either way, I had to make that split to the swarm cells and overcrowding. For now, this is Tim, Southwest Ohio Bees. You have a fantastic day.